at Yule time at the mall when all the husbands are sitting out in the front on the sofas there as the wives are shopping, I'm sitting with the men. And I know a half Nelson and a carving chop because of my brothers. Even though I was the oldest, they would practice on me. Okay, so because I'm not the mushy kind, I can only say with the depths of my heart that I love you.
I love you too.
And that's all you're going to get.
Okay.
And now the good stuff is going to happen. Lady Crystal. First priestess of the tradition with the Emairelhd cookie. Has a few words.
I just want to take this opportunity, Don, to tell you what a joy and a privilege being related to you and the Nux family together has been, and it is almost beyond words to tell you, but I could not imagine this life without you. I really could not, and I love you dearly.
I feel the same way.
Thank you.
I'm going to be asking people to present their gifts to Dawn if you feel comfortable doing it. I know most of you are hams, and so I know you'll enjoy it. But first, since I'm up here, I'm going to go first. All right. Lord Dawn absolutely likes very long names. Most Reverend Donald Joseph, I left off Joseph, Lewis, Kai, Correll. Well, Mike and I has made it official that you are now, as of tonight, a Neal.
Oh, thank you.
It's Most Reverend Donald Joseph Lewis Correll Neal. Now, I've had many conversations with Chancellor Don that I said, like, we need something that relates to the Chancellor of something iconic, a picture that's iconic. Well, I was poking through his pictures a few months ago and found a picture that he drew. So I made a copy of it and framed it. So yes, I'm giving back something he did.
Repackaging it.
Look at this, you're going to go, that's the iconic picture of Chancellor Don. So here we go.
Oh my.
Oh, no. Oh my God. Huh? What do you think? Huh? See, I told you.
Oh yeah, I remember
Love it. Everybody, it's approved. Now, sometime throughout the weekend, I'm going to give each and every one of you a card, and in honor of your anniversary, your Ruby Jubilee. There's well, some people call them, really in the 18th century, they would call them cabinet cards. And sometimes some of the initiations, after they finished the initiation, they would give the person a cabinet card. And then this cabinet card would be like a metaphysical, wonderful, beautiful teaching in picture form. So, you're going to get your first one this weekend. And if I do have time, like I might just explain it like a little general, and then I'll write something on the net or something so I can explain it to you. So, but it'll be interesting to see what you get, how you intuitively relate to the card. All right, so you will be the people that will receive the very first cabinet card from this tradition. All right, so with that, how about Kai, would you like to present your gift?
For those of you that may not know, one of Lord Don's patrons is actually from the Indian pantheon. And let me find it here. There has been a gathering of resources, and something that you have been drooling over for several years is now installed. The board of Chosen Path Church has visited your office and touched your things.
Touched. And
So
they
he's
survived?
almost not happy.
Scroll through here.
You guys are like all in the shot.
Oh my goodness.
I wish I could have seen the space. Laurie. Look at the joy on his face.
That's very splendid.
So
There
what
they
Lord
are.
Don is looking at is a new altar for him.
The one that I posted in his secret surprise group, minus
The one thing.
one thing was Ganesh.
Yeah.
Because we
This
had
one,
went
this
to
one
the town
has
and
Ganesh.
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 Oh my.
On it. And it has been smudged, it has been swept, it has had protection energy pushed into it by the board of directors of Chosen Path Church. However, they were just the shenanigans. It was a lot of people in this room and a lot of people who are not in this room that contributed to produce that altar for you.
Thank you, everybody.
so with the altar, obviously you helped design the footstone for Lady Lamira. And what was left, we decided we gotta get the altar. So that was your gift from everybody. It's the footstone and the altar.
Thank you, everyone.
And
I
everybody's
appreciate it
name
very
is
much.
in the card that purchased.
Ah.
Please, there's more.
Okay, we got press play.
I'm up here.
And I'm gonna pass the phone around so y'all can see what we got. And also the members of Chosen Path Church as they consecrated it and.
You can let that up. We're gonna have to post this one.
Hi, I'm Blackman, and I'm Emairelhd, and we are from the shrine of Emairelhd. And did you know, Lakay, that this 2019, Lord Donald Lewis will celebrate his 40th year in service as the first priest of the Correllian. Yes, so it's almost like when 40 years in the service of the Correllian tradition. And we wish Lord Donald Lewis a happy anniversary on his service as the Chancellor of the tradition, and at the same time being the high priest of the Correllian tradition. And do you know that the Correllian tradition is the largest vegan tradition around the world? And through the effort of Lord Donald Lewis, together with Lady Christel, they opened up the Witch Group International and reaches all around the world that it makes Agama, our shrine, to be a formal shrine of the Correllian natives. And with that, we are very thankful to Lord Donald for their effort of opening up Witch School International, which later becomes the Correllian Education Ministry, to offer the degree system of becoming a weekend clergy. With that, again, happy anniversary, Lord. Yes, Lord Donald. We love you. Bye.
That was lovely.
But wait, there's more.
If you act now.
Oh, wait.
Hello, everybody. We are from Temple RCR. Woo! And congratulations to Lord Don on his 40 years of first priest.
Congratulations.
Party on! Woo! We have put a blessing together for you, so we're going to be reading it together. Trying to. In unison. In unison. We're going to try. Go,
This will be good.
guys. Ready? May the earth beneath your feet guide you always. May the air around you steer you true. May the water in front of you fill you with wisdom. May the fire beside you give you courage. May spirit always shine within you in the dark and light. May you be blessed in all things in the names of the ancient gods. So mote it be.
So mote it be.
So mote it be.
Happy anniversary, Lord Don!
Very, very cool.
Oh, but wait, there's still even more. 40 years only happens once.
Well, that's
And
true.
Ninja Kai had to come back. So your present has been right here this whole time. Just like why not?
Oh, my goodness.
I had some fun with my wood burner.
Beautiful.
I thought you would. I know how you like boxes, so I
Yes.
thought you would like this nice custom box.
That's splendid.
That's not just a box, but it's a box of memories. A bunch of us wrote our little notes to you.
Oh, wonderful.
So you might collect more this weekend from everyone, more for your box. And then, designing the box
beautiful.
wasn't enough, and when I seen this had to come too, because it matches.
Thank you.
And my cats will just destroy it. It's better at your house. And then there's even more.
Oh, my.
Wow. Hi.
That's beautiful.
It's not just about 40 years as Lord Don as first priest. It's also the 20th year anniversary of Pure Sanctuary.
Indeed.
And now I'm going to sit down and somebody else can go.
John, would you like to present your gift?
Sure. So, there were two. It was on a Thursday before I was going down to Bellevue to Stargazers to do Reiki and Stargazer Metaphysical Store, and someone mentioned you like elephants.
I do.
Go ahead. No, I'm sorry.
Elephants like me.
And so that happened to show up in the store.
Yeah, look,
And it's-
great. Well, what is it? Sorry.
Oh, my.
It's an
We
incense
couldn't
also
forget you.
for stick incense.
Oh, yes. That's very cool. Thank you.
You're welcome. So, Steph actually asked me to do a couple of songs tonight, and I decided to do something a little different for that. But I want to do one song with Deej. Are you the one to do it?
I'm not going to be ready for it, but I just.
You're not going to be ready. You're not ready. Okay, that's fine. Deej and I had talked about him joining me on this song, but this is a song because it occurred to me that we were thinking about what songs would be good to do. And one of the things that I've been working on is an album of, based on the Wheel of the Year, with song for each of the sabbats and that kind of thing. So it's been slow coming, but this is the one for Beltane, which was 48 hours ago. I thought that would be appropriate. So this will be the first thing. sun rising this morning, mist rising over the lakes, a promise of warmth and abundance on this most blessed of days. The greeting of life is in motion, the flowers are blooming anew. The last of the snow in the shadows is releasing its life-giving dew. Just as each petal knows its own wisdom and its part in the flower that blooms, each of us knows that our spirit will grow in the planting harvest of truth. There is joy in the strengthening rays of the sun, and hope in the quickening earth. As all life is renewed, we can see that it's true. Love is the door to rebirth. Love is the door to rebirth. We have come through the dark and the shadows, and lifting our face to the light, we release all that no longer serves us, and we've lifted the veil from our sight. There are things we arrive here just knowing, and things we recall on the way. For the lessons we learn as the wheel keeps on turning, we are all grateful today. There is joy in the strengthening rays of the sun, and hope in the quickening earth. As all life is renewed, we can see that it's true. Love is the door to rebirth. Love is the door to rebirth. You are blessed beyond every measure. You are loved beyond need to atone. You are teacher and sage, you are priest and you are mage. You're here to bring all of us home. There is joy in the strengthening rays of the sun, and hope in the quickening earth. As all life is renewed, we can see that it's true. Love is the door to rebirth. Love is the door to rebirth. I got to retune to do this, so I need to tell you a short story. So, whoops, that's a bad way to go. The first human beings I met, let me do this. Saying I'm an analog man in the digital world. This digital tuner does not do me any favors. Okay, so the first Correllians I ever met were you and me in Salem. And we spent some time then. We spent some time at the Lustrations, and Lady Steph says she's not mushy. I am. And I think the conversations we've had taught me a lot about you and about what we, obviously I've learned a tremendous amount from you, for which I'm incredibly grateful. And I talked to a few people about their experience of, I actually called Ed and I said, Ed, just tell me, when I say, so what's Lord Don like? And he had a lot of things to say. And Lady Steph as well, and we've all had conversations about the incredible contribution that you have made to all of our lives. And so I said, well, I'm not just going to sing a couple of songs, I'm going to write you a song. And that's what this is. And I'm going to need the words, because write it is one thing, to learn it is another.
These are over there.
it?
Well, I could use that, yeah.
If you got good eyesight.
Yeah. Okay.
Do you need a stand?
No, I'm good. So this is it. That's how I understand the story. The beginning was no ordinary day. We don't see change until it comes our way. Accepting inspiration from your newly opened eyes began the dance that led you to this time. The journey led to things so unforeseen, and it made you what you never knew you'd be. There were times you faced the hardest tests, maybe doubted you'd survive, but the lessons brought you here to change my life. And like the autumn and the winter and the coming of the spring lead to summer and the harvest that it brings, just so you grew in spirit and you agreed to take your part. Now you've changed the world and touched 1,000,000 hearts. As you grew, creating with your mind, you had others by your side, and you could see life through their eyes. And when you opened wide your doorway and let the world inside, the power you had gained was realized. As you weave the web that touches every mind, we knew the day was coming when you'd find that what began as humble lessons are now the teachings of the mage, and the power of your spirit lives on every page. And like the autumn and the winter and the coming of the spring lead to summer and the harvest that it brings, just so you grew in spirit and you agreed to take your part. Now you've changed the world and touched 1,000,000 hearts. Just so you grew in spirit and you agreed to take your part. Now you've changed the world and touched 1,000,000 hearts. Yay.
Thank you, Lord John. It's amazing. Who would like to step forward and present her gift? You have 3 seconds. Ready?
I'll do it.
2.
There we go. You gotta take her.
So, I don't know many people who know John likes coffee.
He likes coffee?
Intravenously?
But I figured You know, pardon my face. Songs are
I know, it's
amazing.
wet in here, isn't it?
Right, it's very wet in here. You turned on the water sprinklers. So, coffee you can only drink once.
Hopefully.
However, what is in here, you'll be able to use for a very long time.
Thank you.
Is it a new kidney? A new kidney?
It's an intravenous tap.
It's a box.
It's a box.
It's a box.
You'll be able to get a box. The box is not bad.
Ah. Ooh. Elephant. Thank you so much. This is very good. It will be used.
Girl, you know how much I love
Says the great use of life is to spend it for something that will outlast.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much.
Next gift, we have Lord DJ.
So today I have for you on play. By the way, congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm going to be playing today Honegger for you. It's a piece by Honegger called Danse de la Chèvre, which is Dance of the Goat. Thank you for everything you do.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lord TJ. Is there anyone else that would like to present a gift? Yeah, okay. Well, there are obviously plenty of other gifts on the gift table there. Yes?
Alyssa.
Can I get it?
Do you want to? Oh.
You'll go? Okay. Also, Lady Bella Lebeau sent a beautiful bouquet of red roses there. So
That's wonderful.
It is shiny.
Chap. Snap at you.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thank you so much.
It's a natural ruby to show for your ruby anniversary.
That's beautiful.
Wow. Beautiful.
Thank you so much. This isn't really cool. Ah. Thank you.
I don't want to say anything about it until you open it, so there's no prep speech. It's kind of folded like a paper football center. Flip it over too. So I thought
Oh,
if you
that's
didn't
beautiful.
have anything nice to hang your robes on, or if you do, that's okay too, but I just thought it would be nice to have.
This is perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
that's almost as bad as me giving him his own picture.
It has his name on one side. It says Rev Dawn on one side. It has a Correllian on the other side.
It's a special robe
It's not
hanger.
just a special hanger.
I thought it was a brilliant idea. She's like, Liz, what do I do? And I'm like, I have no idea. And then she's like, I have an idea. And I was like, yes, go for it.
Very good.
So, I know how you love glitter. Oh no.
She's trying not to bust out.
I mean, you've been in the closet that keeps the gift wrap. And you know, most of the gift wrap is like holiday themed. Except for this one. So I wrapped it in this one. On my bed.
Before knowing.
Before knowing that it wasn't just sparkly on the paper, but it comes off the paper. So my bed now looks like Tinkerbell has dive bombed it. And then I thought to myself, how do I get this here? Glad wrap. But I say this to give you fair warning that you may want to open it like this.
Not on the table. Liz, pull up a chair.
Lord Don's other pantheon that he has patrons from is the Egyptian pantheon. So this is for his new altar. You may want to open it over here.
I will heed your warning.
So funny story, while he rips that open, Laurie asked me to wrap some things for her for Witch's Tea last year. And as you heard her say, everything in her closet is holiday themed, except for that pretty paper, which I also thought was just pretty crystally paper. Well, when I was done wrapping, I had to scrub her oven for 20 minutes. Because I wrapped on her glass top oven.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God, no.
It's everywhere.
It was.
Yeah.
You know what? It's not glitter. She has to live with it. It's not glitter. Or owls. I hate owls. That would have been sarcastic. Her house is full of
Oh, you need it again.
I do.
No, she says she's gonna send things to people when she's mad at them, so I don't like owls or passive ones. I hate them.
You know what else I don't like at all?
I know, I absolutely hate it. It's
Oh,
horrible.
my.
Oh, wow.
That's beautiful.
Well done. So we can fill it with glitter then?
Let's not and say we did.
Whatever's on the paper.
Thank you.
There is a card on the top.
Oh, there's the card on the
Here's the card. And then I will dispose of the glittery.
Stick it on Laurie. Yeah. They didn't want to actually. I don't allow glitter in my house.
It is gorgeous. And this is from Stephanie and I. One of the items in there is a book that a classmate of mine wrote in high school about period clothing that you
Oh,
like
wow.
to draw so much. So
Thank you.
Lovely.
yeah, that was 1968.
Very cool. I will enjoy this.
If you want to buy a dress, she makes the dress.
Say what?
She makes the dresses too.
Oh, okay.
Period.
I imagine she does well because there used to be beautiful clothes and now it's so generic so often.
I think it's already open.
Ah. Shredded cardboard. Oh.
Oh, yes.
Beautiful. No. Very cool. Oh wait, there's more. It's beautiful.
Okay.
It's a Ganesha. Yeah, beautiful. Very cool. Thank you. Thank you.
And as we move
While we're
through
there.
this weekend,
One more. Two more.
Oh my.
are continuing to receive gifts.
You don't get to have it.
I just want to say, even though I've never met you in person, your spirit comes through all the work that you do, and you have touched my life greatly. And I want to thank you so much for your leadership and your inspiration, and for allowing your spirit to flow out to everyone.
Thank you so much.
Very nice.
Now.
Yeah, it's a big bag.
Well, I choose red for really.
Yes.
I notice I have gold on one side and silver on the other. See, I was using my natural. It's magical. Yeah, I kind of covered it in tissue paper, sorry. But I also heard from a little fairy that you like elephants.
I do?
I also love elephants, and I love Ganesh, so.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Oh, because it didn't want to be left on the table by itself. I figured, you know, what's a witch not need is a candle, so ancient candle also.
Beautiful. Thank you so much.
South Carolina, River.
Thank you.
There you are at 1 8, and there you are.
Oh my goodness.
Fantastic.
I like that pictures.
I know him.
We have a younger and a younger picture.
Good placement.
Yeah.
You can rip. That's when my grandmother saved paper.
Success.
Because we kind of have to give you instructions on one of the gifts.
Yes.
So it comes with it. So we have the magic box, because we were told you like boxes, so you have to know the secret to opening it.
Ah.
Other way.
Puzzle boxes,
Yes.
Yay!
Oh, but if there's more.
Wait.
There's more.
There's a puppy inside?
So Scott makes these, and so she's got a little book.
Actually, it's a baby elephant.
Oh, beautiful.
So you can hang the goddess.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
It's his gifts.
That's beautiful.
Yes.
Thank you.
And, but wait, there's more.
Flip it over. Flip the
Flip it over.
Handle
Yep.
on the top. These are the instructions.
Ah, that's good.
For the next, no, not for the box. You have to.
Oh.
Let's see, side, yeah. And we heard that you liked elephants.
Word gets around.
No secrets in this tradition.
Little piece.
So this is a wish bottle
Mhm.
that has anointing oil in it that has been blessed for happiness and abundance for 40 more years.
Oh, wonderful.
And then, for the anniversary, there is a little stone in here that you will place your wish on to put in the bottle.
Ah.
Somewhere in here. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, really tiny. Here's
This is a
the
little coarse.
Very cool.
So thank you.
Very nice.
May you have another 40 years of abundance.
And this beautiful bouquet behind here, I didn't want to lift it up and do anything with it on the table, is from Lady Bella and Lord Dusty of Aquarian Tabernacle Church.
It's beautiful.
He still got one more.
One more.
He still has one more.
Oh.
Oh, don't do her like that.
Pray him up, ladies. Pray him up.
So I heard you might like him.
Thank you. A little box. Oh, beautiful. Oh, wow. Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
we're going to close this portion of our party out with me trying to say something for the 20th time. And then we're going to end it with a beautiful, charming song from Alan. So anyway, as you move through this weekend, just give from your overflowing, give what your true being is, and look at the amount of effort, his life, his lifeblood, everything that he owned, he gave away, so that you could read his enlightened words, so that you can take those words and apply them to your life, and so that you could pass it on to others, and you can do it in your own way, and saying that you're not the messenger, you are the message. And his life, Lord Don's life, is an example of that. So as you share every precious moment with all these beautiful beings here, just recognize who's standing in front of you and receive all of their wonderful gifts. Maybe they might not be apparent right off the bat, like some, but there's others that are very apparent. But we all learn from every single person. That though I might be the message, I recognize you're the message too. So have a wonderful, loving weekend, and pour all the love you can possibly give to each other. And now with, oh, thank you. Now with that, leaving it with a very touching song from Al.
One of my favorite authors is a fellow named Spider Robinson. I don't know if you've read any of his science fiction, but every single one of his stories ends on a positive note. And one of the great things that he repeats in several of the stories is a maxim that I believe is very, very real, and I had it up on my wall when I was doing psychotherapy with patients. It was, shared pain is lessened, shared joy is increased. What I want to share with you now is, it's a little bit odd. It's one of the few songs that I know from the Judeo-Christian tradition. And some of you may have to dig deep into your knowledge, especially in the Old Testament. I know Don has a tremendous database, so he will probably get most of it. And I invite you all to sing, because the chorus is very learnable, and you will pick things up, and it's something that you can share with other people. And as always, being right in the moment, one of the best gifts is humor. So this song goes like this, and you'll pick up the chorus. There were five constipated men in the Bible. There were five constipated men in the holy books of Moses. Now the first constipated man was Cain. He wasn't Abel. Constipated man was Cain. He wasn't Abel. All together now. There were five constipated men in the Bible. There were five constipated men in the holy books of Moses. Now the second constipated man was Balaam. He couldn't move his ass. Yes, the second constipated man was Balaam. He couldn't move his ass. All together there were five constipated men in the Bible. There were five constipated men in the holy books of Moses. Now the third constipated man was Samson. He strained and brought the house down. Yes, the third constipated man was Samson. He strained and brought the house down. There were five constipated men in the Bible. There were five constipated men in the holy books of Moses. Speaking of which, the fourth constipated man was Moses. He took 2 tablets. Was Moses. He took 2 tablets. There were five constipated men in the Bible. In the Bible, there were five constipated men in the holy books of Moses. Now the fifth constipated man was Solomon. He sat for 40 years. Yes, the fifth constipated man was Solomon. He sat for 40 years. There were five constipated men in the Bible. In the Bible, there were five constipated men in the holy books of Moses. Congratulations to your 40 years.
That was cute. That was really cute.
It's been an interesting 40 years. And we've seen a lot of changes in 40 years in the world, certainly in the tradition. Some of you I've more or less watched grow up. Some of you we will be watching grow up. Where's Mabel?
Trying to eat your cake.
She has good instincts. And those of you who've come to lots of lustrations will know that for some years now I've been encouraging our High Priesthood to take more and more active roles in the various rituals and so forth. And I think this lustration probably will be the one in which that is most the case, owing to actions among the Archpriesthood. And this is a wonderful thing, because 40 years is a long time, and it's very good to look at a tradition that is on very solid ground and has wonderful people in it who are ready to be that next generation. And there have been times that it wasn't entirely clear that there was going to be a strong next generation, but that is certainly no longer true. And I want to thank you for all the nice things that you have said and the wonderful gifts, and for being here, and especially for being that next generation that will carry on in the next 40 years. And one of the things that I most enjoy hearing, and I've remarked on several times already this afternoon, is that the tradition has helped people, that it's made a difference in their lives. And some of you, 40 years from now, may remember this little talk and find that you feel the same way. Because really it's not really the things you do yourself that carry the most meaning, but what you see people then carry on and do for themselves that really shows you that it was worth doing. And so thank you all for being here in every sense of the word, and thank you for the future that you are building. Yay! We will now cut the cake. Where's the sword?
Oh, wait. And this is how Wiccans cut a cake.
No.
No counter. Like a champagne wine.
So pretty.
They said don't ever cut it from the bottom layer.
Thank you for warning me.
Too late now.
Look at that finesse, though.
I know.
Wow.
He looks like
that was perfect.